combat system activated.
I like that. When the characters comment. It shouldn't take so bloody long though. I was sat here about 17 minutes recording just waiting for that. Yeah, because I love this music. Yeah, this is the part you've not seen yet actually if you've not played the game. Because this is an area Sonic goes into but Knuckles doesn't. But yeah, I'm discussing those lines again. Gamma actually says arriving at Angel Island in between the recording sessions, so I was hoping he'd say it again, but he didn't. Yeah, obviously that bit where you run along the wall is made for Sonic. Not sure if Gamma can if he's in wheel mode. I have to stress, I don't think the wheel mode actually has an official name, and I'm just calling it that because that's basically what it is. It's a mode with wheels, brother. So after Epsilon, it's kind of fitting when you think about it, like where they all end up. Like you got the blue one which ends up in the sky area. You've got the orange one which ends up in the lava area. It's almost like Eggman planned it or something. I wonder where Gamma would have gone. Somehow I imagine it would have been Casinopolis. I'm not entirely sure why. Somehow the red just fits it. Blowing shit up. Whoa! See that big fucking spider then. Not crazy, I really saw it. I'm telling you. You have to believe me. You have to. If you don't believe me, get out. Please don't get out. Anyway, I'm going to stop being silly and ridiculous for a minute so I can actually take down Epsilon. That was easy. It would have been a lot easier in Sonic Adventure 2 because in that it's when that gameplay uses Sonic Adventure 2, it's like there's a melee attack if you're close enough, and you can also just keep tapping the button for a Vulcan cannon, which can damage enemies as well. So you just spam the button and just lay into them. That's generally how you win fights, isn't it? Okay, so with that done, I'm not really entirely sure how exactly he knew where they were. I do like how he calls them rescue missions and doesn't just say, I'm going to destroy you all. Like, it's not assassination or anything. Yeah, he's got it. Now, since there's only 2 levels aboard the egg carrier, the last one for Knuckles, and obviously he's not going to go there because, well, for one, the egg carrier's not in the sky anymore. And 2, it just wouldn't make any sense for him to be up there. So instead, he's somewhere else. And you'll see. I'd like to show something off though with Gamma just before we go on. Before we get to the egg carrier. Yeah, Gamma is the slowest climber. Yeah, it's kind of mad that big is the fastest instead of the slowest. So, yeah, Gamma makes it to the egg carrier. I love how this music just does not fit this scene at all. Keep in mind, he's looking for his brothers to kill them, free the animals within. And that's why he calls it rescue mission. Because saving the animals inside. Let's see, the hot shelter. I think you have to rearrange the ship as Gamma here. I'm not entirely sure. Yeah, I think you do. I'm not completely sure. Oh no, you don't. I'm pretty sure you can. What? That was kind of awkward. But oh, actually, I just recalled that other power up from last time. I think I'm entering the wrong door here, but we won't know until we check. And yep, wrong door. Fortunately, we have these little, well, not little, but these beam things going across. Oh, I thought the door disappeared then. I was like, what the hell's going on here? What's going on here? What's the door going? Yeah, so it's drained. And you come in here, and this is Gamma's only other power up, and it's optional.
Here's your laser blaster. Its blast damages enemies in a wide pattern.
What kind of a name is that? You know, basically, I think it means you can actually target more enemies at once. It's either that or it's that he just fires 3 shots at once, or he can take out 3 targets in one go. Instead of having to fire each one separately. So you can get out of the way quicker, I guess. And this level I always had trouble with when I was younger. Not because it's hard, but just because I'd always run out of time. Like every single time. This bit's a bitch, because you're losing time here. Like, it takes 7 seconds for you to finally get control. I think this area is there just so you can get some time going. Shit, I missed the thing. Huh. So Gamma does come here. Okay. But I always had trouble, but it's not that hard. So I'd always succeed in the end. It's just that I would never be able to do it in one life. Yeah, I'm not going for that ladder foot that. But yeah, I'd always be able to have to do it in 2 lines because I couldn't do it in one. But I think the time gets set back to full when you die or fail. Which is good. You don't have to redo the entire level, and I'm glad for that. I don't recall what Gamma's extra missions are. I think you can shoot those switches. I'm not sure what Gamma's extra missions are for each stage. I think it's 50 rings and clear it, and I think the other one is I think you have less time, or there's like a harder mode where there's more enemies or whatever. See, well, that's one thing you have to admit about the Sonic games. No matter what you think of them, no matter how bad they got, like Sonic 06 and Unleashed and whatever, the music's always just stayed awesome. Like, it's always just had fantastic music. No, get back here, you fuck. Come back, Mr. Grabby thing. Yeah, take that. Oh, I see. For some reason it's not working. I can't take out the Leon. Yeah, and this is an area that, as you might have guessed, Amy does not have. She does not come through any of this section. Checkpoint. Oh, what the hell? He gave me a... Oh. I think it was a checkpoint that gave me the worst shield. It's not a bad shield, but it doesn't attract rings like the other one does. Oh shit, no! I think it's supposed to... Oh. That's awkward. Still, the idea of an epic shootout on a train is cool. I mean, why do you think Uncharted did it? But I've seen like people do like lists of like the top 10 train levels, and I'm like, why has this never been on one? I mean, I know it's not the entire level. It's still a pretty cool section of the level. Whoa! Holy shit! There we go. I think that switch makes it stop. See, this is always the part where if I was around here, I think it's after this checkpoint that I'd always run out of time. Ah, what the hell? Yeah. Look at all this time. Maybe because I never went through that. I never did that when I was younger. But it's kind of tricky. You really learn to make use of in Sonic Adventure 2. Boom! Ah, no, this is it. He's after here, I think. And here he is. He's probably decided I always run out of time during the actual fight. But yeah, this is Zeta, I believe. I know he's already said it, but I don't quite recall what he said. So I always found that odd that Alpha, Beta, Gamma, Delta, you know, it's like they kind of make sense alphabetically with our alphabet, but it's just weird having Zeta come next when it starts with a Z. Yeah, I know it's a completely different thing, but it's always just been a bit confusing for me. Yeah, Zeta is smashed.
E105 Zeta. Rescue
And
complete.
Gamma's just stood there, not being moved at all. And yeah, that's that for Gamma's levels. Now the next episode will back up onto the deck, and if you can't tell where this is going, well, you have problems. I mean, you might actually have problems, and if you do, then I'm sorry. But if you don't have problems, but if you don't have problems, but you have problems, then, well, I'm not sorry. If that makes sense.
Complete. Units remaining.
So here is. I actually like this bit. There is not one unit remaining,
Gamma.
but two. Yeah, implying that he intends to kill himself after taking out Beta.
Beta.
But it is worth noting that Amy is actually on the egg carrier around the same time. But yeah, so that's Beta Mark II, and it's oh, okay then. Yeah, and it is actually one of the harder fights in the game. I don't actually recall what his tactics are. Oh yeah, he that's it. You have to dodge that attack and then shoot him in the back, because you can just deflect and dodge. You look at fucking Beta Mark II. It's like, why has Eggman never made anything like this since? Like, can you imagine if Omega got a form like that? That'd be awesome. Take that. Yes, I think this part. I think he launches missiles and fires 3 of those blasts at you. I think it's 3. I'm not completely sure. 2 and 3. Oh, 4, 5, 6. I was completely wrong. 7. And he's back. Oh, more missiles. No! You win this round, Beta Mark II. Does it go through the 7 again? Alright, 7, like 7 Chaos Emeralds and 7 rings in hand. I was actually going to quote more of the song 7 Rings in Hand, but I don't actually remember the lyrics. And when I don't remember the lyrics, well, I don't bother. Because I don't look like a tit. Take that! Take that in your butt, you fuck! Explode over there, you shit! Funny how it was exploding, but it's not exploded. Don't ask how that works. But yeah, I think this was a pretty well timed set of episodes. Yeah, not bad. In terms of how long each one is. That's what I mean. So, I just love the cartoony wave falls. And Gamma goes up to him like, brother, and he's like, fuck you. I die. And Gamma's just... I love how the blaster didn't look realistic. And like, oh, it's a bird. Ah, the bird's been engulfed in flame. That's great. But, unfortunately, this is the end of the line for Gamma. See, it's one of the reasons I really like Gamma's story, the fact that he's a robot made by Eggman, and then he rebels. I feel like they maybe could have expanded his story, made it last a bit longer, had him go on a few more missions ahead of time. Really just extend this whole thing of his affection. And then, in the end, after saving his brothers, he dies. But his legacy would live on with the EO2s in Sonic Adventure 2. And of course, E123 Omega, the last of the E100s. Is that so? You know, people always remember Shadow, like, and Maria and all that stuff from Sonic Adventure 2, but like, this is a really notable moment in the series. It's the first time a character in the series has died. Finally, the Blaster's not wiped everything out, but now, I mean, granted, Gamma isn't dead per se. Well, the unit E102 Gamma is dead, but his true self is not. I mean, how great is that? That Birdie's parents all along were Gamma and Beta. I mean, that's brilliant. You really have to, tip your hat to the people at Sonic Team for such a really well done story there. Well, that's it for Gamma. Next time we'll be picking up with Sonic for 3 episodes. I might just carry on and do a 4th one for Sonic, because there's only one more for Tails after that. So I'll probably just finish up Sonic's story in all 4 episodes, then switch back to Tails, and then all 6 stories are done. Until next time.